Oh, welcome back to All the Crackers in the Box. Hi, it's me, your friend Corey. Pulled up this bad boy because I'd like to finish it. I am ready now. I'm ready. This is all I have left for yarn from the half of the big cake. And I ended up having to put it back onto one of these because it ended up being a massive tangle. That was a good 20 minutes of my day. Yesterday I was unable to do a full anything. I got through a few more rows of my tapestry. It was going beautifully. I go to film and I just kept making mistakes. So I got frustrated and I was dealing with a child with fever. So it just, everything just went against me yesterday. So yesterday was just not my day for filming anyway. But I got through another 5 levels. I'm almost at starting to put the deer in, so that's pretty cool. So I may probably just give you updates and not try to film it because I seem to be not able to do it when I'm filming. That's weird, but that is the way it is. Now this beauty, we are on the last little bit, and I'm on part 4 of Fibrous Spider's Lost Soul Skull Shawl, part 4, which is the last part. I'm right at the beginning of this and I'm going to work on this and get this finished up so I can start the other half and hopefully get this done by August, right? Yeah. Really glad you're here today. And by the way, my name is Corey, if I didn't mention that, because I don't think I did in my excitement of getting back to this gorgeous piece. Gosh, I love the feel of it. Anyways, glad you're here today. Let's get crocheting. Okay, I go and eat something in between making my intro and now, and I am just being attacked by the phlegm fairy. It's lovely. So if I'm a little sniffly, I'm sorry about that. Apparently BLTs make me phlegmy. Anyways, so let's discuss here. So this is what I got left. This is not a lot, but it also is a lot. I'm not sure if I'm going to have enough to finish these last few rows. So there is a chance that I might have to come back and go all the way down to this row here on these to get more. So there's a chance I may have to do that, and I am fully understanding that that is an absolute maybe. I don't know how much yarn I'm going to need to do this part. So this is very, he's calling this row 15A. And it's basically pretty much like the regular ones. So we'll see how this plays out. I still need to do the double shell and shells. So go 1 and 2. One, two. Let me tell you, this color is so pretty. I really like these blues. With this black, really good mix. Love it. Love their color combos. And that's 1 and that's 2. Now we go 1, 2, 3. And I'm using my 3.5 from my Temu set. Now, we go over here to the top of our half double crochet. That would be this bad boy right in here. And this is what I really like about these ones. They are tapered, I believe. I'm still trying to figure out the difference half the time. But they have a nice strong point to them, which makes it a little easier to get into those tiny little areas like that. Pardon me. My goodness. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Nice and easy around the eye sockets. The only thing we have to do is make sure we miss that, and that's 2, and then go over here. So I really don't worry about missing those 2, to be honest, just because you're going to miss them anyway. You're not going through the loops, you're going around them. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and we have 7. Now, I've heard a lot of people say they have had lots of problems with this kind of yarn, simply because when you have these loose threads like this, it can be really difficult to keep them together. I find my ring is very helpful, but also because I went even thinner, I just wrap it around my fingers a few more times, just so I can keep my stitching nice and even. 2, 3. And now we're doing the regular ones because we're in the middle now. Yeah, if I lose out on a set of skulls, I'm not going to worry about it because this is already making the main way I think I'm going to have it lay. It's already giving it quite the sleeves. I'm more concerned about covering my shoulders because they burn. My shoulders and my chest burn every time I'm out in the sun, even just for a little bit. It is really not fun, especially with small children, because they want to go outside and be outside. And I mean, I don't blame them. I used to be the outside kid too. I loved being outside. I'd read outside for hours. Bike ride and all that too, but I'm a big reader. Okay, and there we go. And a shell and shell. Wonder if anybody's reading anything interesting. The books that I'm reading right now, let me just pop it open so I get the name right at least. I am on, book 5, and it is Shadow Omens, and it was written by Nellie H. Steele. So I'm reading Shadow Omens, which is out of a group of books that are about librarians, supernatural librarians, and other supernatural stuff. Nothing too crazy, like nothing scary or anything like that. It's actually quite funny. It is more of a comedy than a mystery. And I thought I'd give it a whirl. And so far, I have absolutely loved it. It's pretty funny. 2, 3. There's a teacup-sized dragon, and he's hilarious. He is very self-centered. And it just makes me laugh. So far, I've really enjoyed it. And I really hope the author keeps going, because I quite like this little universe. Yeah, I'd love to hear more about it. But they are the Shelving Magic series. That's what it is, Shelving Magic. So if you're looking for something that isn't quite a mystery, something a little comedy related, but still has a little bit of a spooky vibe, I would, and by spooky vibe I mean no spooky vibe. They're just creatures from spookiness. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, glad I put that on there so we would stop that tangling. It was really bad. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and good old 7. What I love about working with these hooks in particular is I feel like I'm using a super light touch. It is a different stitching feel than anything else I'm making at the moment. So I tend to go back to these lightweight ones. I really, really love how they look. Like, look at this. This is just amazing. I want to try some filigree soon. I have lots and lots of filigree patterns from all my magazines. I have a few out that I'm looking at, maybe putting something together. And my mother and I are in talks for something spectacular with her silk she just got. I have taken it between the chairs and rolled it into a ball. I have to put it into a cake though. I promised her I'd make it into a cake. 1, 2. But I just happened to be on Temu the other day and I noticed that they have a super similar looking silk. At least they say it's silk, but it has the same colors and sheen to it. So we may decide to just go that way and get some of those and make something out of that with her silk piece. But we haven't quite decided where we want to go with it. So we're in the early planning process. Now, I don't know who's making it, her or I. But yeah, it's a nice piece of yarn, and that's the first time I've ever taken apart a hank. So that was the whole main point of the story and how excited I was, because I did it without a Swift, and that was really neat. Just a moment while I go blow my nose. Alright, that should do it. Sorry about that. It's just weird how I've been feeling just fine. Then my daughter has a horrible fever all day yesterday. Docile as can be, and that is my most hyperactive child. Today she's great. So I hope I didn't catch something, because it'll hit me harder than it hits her. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 5, 6, and 7. There we go. 1, 2, 3. No, we're going to redo that 3. I lost one of the... Yeah. I lost one. I went through, not around. Okay, so 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Go down here, pull this one through, and yeah, I have found a straight back and forth Lost Souls stole. It was made 5 years ago. I could have just gone straight across back and forth, but I kind of wanted the point at the bottom. That's part of my whole vision here. Just my idea of what I think would look really neat as a flowy top. I don't want it to be a poncho or anything like that. That was my other thing. I have a beautiful spring poncho, and I have yet to wear it this year. Today I'm actually wearing one of my other crochet tops, so that's good. It's a bit of a rainy day, so it's not the warmest day for the holy outfits. One, and we have another shawl. And a shell in shell is just 2 double crochets with 1 single crochet in the middle and this matching one below. Gosh, that's pretty. I really like this one. 1, 2, 3. And now single crochet into this lovely half double crochet at the top here. That one right here. Okay, you went through just fine. And I don't feel bad struggling through that because he struggled through those too and made a couple jokes about it, which were quite comforting. I'm not the only one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. One, 2, 2, 1, 2, 3. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3. All right. 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Go through here. One, 2, 3. Yeah, I do like this weight. It's a beautiful weight of yarn. It is super light, very airy, very easy to throw on over anything else I'm wearing to dress up an outfit. And it's different. It is different. And 2. Oh, I'm going to go backwards. 1. I am so intrigued by Bag O' Day's new yarn she just put out with Mary Maxim. Oh, those are pretty. They look so soft, and everyone's just been raving about how pretty and soft they are. I mean, I would trust her idea on what would make a good yarn. And the tone colors are very, very nice. She picked some beautiful shades to work with. Okay, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. I'm sorry if you hear my candy. I got a real bad case of heartburn. And I find instead of taking Tums or stuff like that, just a sucking candy for a few minutes will actually soothe it. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So today is actually a long weekend. Monday off. Surprisingly, all my kids are home. Even big working guy has the day off. So on that note, I have things to go do, like hang out with my kids, watch a couple movies, bathe a couple of them. 1, 2, 3. So I'm going to say thank you for joining me here today at All the Crackers in the Box. And I will see you again very soon. Bye.